I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So, the Select Board Rules of Procedure adopted annually to ensure a productive meeting. The Select Board meetings are in the public, not of the public, meaning that the members of the public in attendance are entitled to the opportunity to comment, but the purpose of the meeting is for the board to be able to effectively and efficiently conduct the necessary business to govern the town. All questions and comments are to be directed to the chair, and the rules of procedure indicate that there will be 2 minutes allotted for comment from any single person on any single topic. The rules of procedure are posted in the town hall and available for everyone to review. Thank you.
All right, so we've got everyone here in the public. I have signed in, as well as on Zoom. We have Bob Jones, Mike Beecher, Tom Collard, and Rich Hewlett here tonight. I'm Kristen. Jessica Van Ort is not in attendance this evening. I have no additions or deletions of the agenda. I've got a couple things that just need to come up under the highway report, but I have no additions or deletions. I don't know if there was any sort of continuation. Julie's just here. Was there any addition? Did we need anything else added to the agenda this evening?
We were going to approve the public job posting, I think.
Okay. So that it would be, an addition would be under new business would be the approval of a position posting for the town.
Okay. All right. Minutes from the last meeting.
The Schoenemans brought up that under section A or section 8, which was the library, I said that the library board was successful, but I meant to say the library book sale.
Okay. I spotted that today too.
Yeah. So thank you, Bob and Martha.
Okay. Any other?
They're from August 19th, are the minutes that need approval.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from August 19th.
I'll second that.
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Any announcements?
I have none other than if you do speak this evening, just make sure Sue has the microphone, and so we'll just need to turn that on and talk into it before you speak.
Okay. Zoning administrator.
I attended the Planning Commission meeting last week, and there is a DRB meeting on September 11th for a contractor's yard in an ARR zone. No buildings are involved, it's just a business.
Okay. Anybody have any questions for Nancy? Thank you, Nancy.
You're welcome.
Planning Commission? Oh. Annie.
Ed sent me. So the Planning Commission report is that the Planning Commission provided 2 names for the PPC representation for Municipal Energy Resilience for the mini grant, and that's Frank Nelson and Linda Linton. And the second thing is that the Enhanced Energy Plan development is on hold per the RRPC until 2026, till early 2026.
Okay. Anybody have any questions regarding the Planning Commission? Okay, thank you for bringing that to us. Road Foreman's report. When you're ready.
Thanks. Okay, so grading of roads, Kelly Hill, Tadmer, Rupert, Waite Hill, trucking services owed and returned to the town of Rupert, continued to clean ditches on 153 and River Road, finished up cleanup and ditching of River Road, grading Kelly Hill and Rupert Pawlett Road, ordered and replaced Chuck Clark Road sign, which was stolen over the weekend, inspection and cleaning of manhole covers on River Road, set up 5 interviews from applicants, so we are receiving some good applicants for the vacant highway position, And they're also, the highway department took inventory and we are in need of 6 batteries for 3 of the radar speed signs. So those would be batteries that are purchased through that Elon City,
Okay.
who we purchased the speed signs from. Which I think the price of that will probably require a motion. I'm not sure exactly how much they'll be for,
Right.
but
I'll make a motion for those batteries.
I'll second that.
Any more discussion about batteries? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
I have actually one question on that. Julie,
Since we're on the corner.
do you and I want to work together to get that ordered? I don't know if you have, sorry, I'm asking Julie directly.
Fine.
Do you have the contact for the Elon City, the speed sign people? Well, we can work together because I think the last time I initiated it and then.
I think that is.
Okay. I've got a long, probably email chain history with them from the past, so. Okay.
Okay, great. Okay. Any other discussion about the road foreman's report?
No, but I do have, so many months ago, we discussed the spring mailer from Patrick Wilson, and there was one document that did not get signed and sent back. So I was just hoping that the board wouldn't mind just readopting. It's the town road and bridge standards, which we do every single year. It just talks about our favorite buzzwords, hydrologically connected roadways. We just go through saying that we are going to be adhering to those standards. So they just need to be signed by everyone. And again, we do this every year and it helps to keep us in the running for different funding for different grants. So if you're all okay with doing that again, I would request a motion to approve the town road and bridge standards for this year, and then if you could just all go through and
I'll
sign
make
it.
that motion.
Thanks, Bob.
I'll second that.
Thank you.
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Patrick will be very happy. Every time I call to ask him a question, he's like, I'll answer this, but how is that document coming? And I'm like, well, it's coming along slowly but surely. So. Today is the 2nd of September.
Is there more than one page to sign or just that one page?
I believe it's just that one page, but I'll double check.
That's good to see. We have 5 applicants already.
Yeah, so I posted it on Indeed, and we've had applicants steadily coming in. Once again, it continues to be a head scratcher because one of the requirements is that they have to have a CDL. But every single time without fail, we get many applicants without a CDL. James is doing a great job. This morning he's put together a bunch of interview questions, and I'm planning to be a part of as many as I can with him, just to be able to sort of represent from the town perspective and help just clue into what the benefits are and things like that. But he is doing a fantastic job of heading up the whole interview process, and I'm grateful for that.
Good.
It's nice. We have not had that in a while, so kudos to James.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Okay. So we're all set with the road foreman. Anything from the assessors this month? Okay. Town clerk's memo.
Deb.
Excess weight.
There we go.
So Bob has a uniform excess weight permit to be signed. Town clerk's office will be closed on the 15th and 16th of September so that Deb can attend the VMCTA conference. And this evening, Deb is filling in for our regularly scheduled film crew from PEG TV. And that's it.
All right. Any other questions or for Deb's report? Okay. Thank you, Deb, for doing both. Oh, I just see this. Move this over from Pete. Property valuation. So, just from property value review, they have approved our plan for the reappraisal of the town, and they have set their following expectations, and everything is in order. Okay, treasurer's memo. Sue?
Oh, yeah, I'm just staring.
You're doing a great job. Your work is very appreciated. Those are good jobs. 2 warrants this week. Payroll is $9,135.69. Accounts payable is $9,880.99. The breakdown is general fund money, $7,948.64. Highway, $8,967.23, and wastewater, $2,100.81. Taxes have been steadily coming in, both property and wastewater. My office will be open every day this week from 9 to noon and 1 to 4, as well as Monday through Wednesday next week. Taxes are due by close of business on Wednesday, 9/10, in order to not incur any interest fees. And that is it for me.
Anybody have any questions or comments for the treasurer?
Just one. Is next week's hours the same as this week? 9 to noon and 1 to 4?
Yes,
Thank you.
but stopping on Wednesday because that's the due date.
Yep, thank you.
Motion for the warrant?
I'll make a motion for payroll warrant number 26013, and also a motion for accounts payable warrant 26014.
I'll second that.
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Any more questions for Julie? Thank you, Julie. Emergency management?
Bob Jones with Bill Jones, who's the VEM Southern Coordinator, are to discuss the binary blizzard exercise on October 22nd.
Okay. And that's it. Okay. Anything from the health officer? Thank you,
No.
Bob. Nothing from the health officer tonight.
Nope.
And facilities.
Yes, we received an email from a resident town, shared their concern about the bushes and weeds down back behind the town hall, and also around the heat condensers. I went down there today after reading the email, and I cleaned the weeds, a few weeds that were on the heat unit, so they're good. But what have we done in the past about lawn care? Someone's mowing down back there. What would it take for us to...
I don't know how they even mow it down there.
Maybe it's a neighbor that's mowing, but there's a nice mold strip from left to right. So, and if we could, but there's trees we can see growing out here. They need to be cleaned down, and then all the weeds. But you know, we really should do something in that sense to keep that.
Keep that maintained.
Yeah, the concern was rot in the building, where what everything I've seen
Yeah.
today has not caused that, but it definitely will.
Yeah.
We have other
Headed that
parts of
way.
the building that we got to address for the rot, but yeah, I would like to know what the past was. And
It's always been kind of gray.
okay,
Ray?
Yeah, when I worked on the vault roof years ago, Bob Schoeneman told me that he owned all that land right behind the building, right up to the building. So
Oh.
He and not Bob anymore, but yeah, Bob did,
So-
and Sherry owns it right
So
up to this way.
The town doesn't own the land in Becky's building at all.
Right.
So that I know. So I had to take all my material out the window upstairs to work on building a roof over the vault because he wouldn't allow me to put a ladder on his property for liability issues.
Okay.
So I believe he owns right up to the paint on the back of the building.
All right, we'll have that checked over and determine what.
That's probably who's mowing it.
Okay. Thank you for that information.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ray.
That's another twist to it.
That's okay. We'll get it figured out.
Yeah.
I will speak to the neighbor next door and see what I can
Do it.
do. And it definitely needs to have maintained, and I really appreciate the resident that brought it to our attention, so we'll get
Yeah.
that resolved. Thank you.
Okay.
And then on quotes for people to fix the buildings, I have been successful to get a company to give us a quote. It's going to take a little bit of time for them because there's so many different elements that they got to address, and no one company can do it all. They really have to subcontract out, so they got to work through their subs too. But I'm hoping by next meeting I'll have at least one bid, if not two.
Okay.
So, yeah. Any questions on that?
Hello, Kristen, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
This is Martha Sherman.
Hi.
We don't own 98 School Street anymore. That's not our property bordering the town hall.
Right. So whomever bought it from you would be the person to contact.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
Anything else for facilities?
I'm unaware of anything else at this time.
Everything good at the library? As far as that?
So nothing's changed since the last.
Okay.
Thanks.
Wastewater, haven't heard anything, and I haven't got any feedback as to whether any of the manholes need any more work or not. I'm assuming that James and her have been working on it. We'll go from there. Reports to the community. Mettawee School Board? Sue?
Put a bell around your neck.
The August 25 Mettawee School District Report to the Select Boards of Pawlett and Rupert. At our regular meeting on August 11th at the Pawlett Town Hall, the board ratified an amendment to the Taconic and Green staff contract, approved behavioral threat assessment teams policy, and a selection of library materials policy. The board also approved a letter to Vermont's congressional delegation regarding the detention of Superintendent Chavarria of the Winooski School District upon re-entering the United States. Extensive time was spent discussing legislative action in regards to Act 73 district consolidation and potential opportunities and options that Mettawee may consider as the redistricting task force continues to meet. Our next meeting will be on September 26th at 9 a.m. at the BRSU office. The annual board retreat will follow that meeting. As always, we welcome public input at all of our meetings. Respectfully submitted, Julie Mack, Chair.
Okay. Anybody have any questions regarding it? Thank you for sharing that with us, Julie. Library?
Yeah, we don't have a report. We
Okay.
haven't met with our regular meeting since
Okay.
the last select board. Thanks.
All right, thank you. Older unfinished business. Turkey marker.
Turkey marker. Okay, so today I spoke to Bill Gray, who works for the state of Vermont, and he is the rail trail. He has, I'm sure, has a much different title than I am aware of, but he, as far as I was made aware, has a lot of involvement in rail trail abutted state-owned properties. So at the last meeting, the board said that they were interested in posting the sign of the turkey marker on the state-owned property that's closest to the rail trail. if the board should wish to do that, there's a pretty extensive process that will need to happen between the Department of Fish and Wildlife and the state. So David Sassville, who's been contacting the town and the Historical Society, we would just link him up with Bill Gray. And as far as he said, they're anticipating putting up new signage at the rail trail area, and that he would hope that the turkey marker sign would be incorporated with that, but they would just work together. But there is a pretty significant process of approval that would need to go through, and what I gathered would be that a lot of the legwork in terms of like what type of sign and how it would be mounted and things like that might be changed, because his hope would be that the sign would then be affixed to the sign that the state is already planning to put up there. But what I gathered again is that it would kind of remove the town from the equation, and we would just link up Fish and Wildlife and the state of Vermont. So that was the question at the last meeting, what we would need to do in terms of getting a sign on state-owned property, and that is as much of an answer as I've gathered at this time. So if we want to do that, great. If not, and if we would like to proceed with the town-owned route, then we can move forward.
Okay.
That's the update on that.
Frank?
So essentially it's V-Trans, and the Department of Fish and Wildlife, two arms of the state having to get together on that.
Right.
Which I think if that's the route, just my unsolicited opinion on it, but if that's the route that the board wants to take, it is kind of nice because the select board's been able to be involved in the process, the historical society's been able to be involved in the process in terms of, you know, acknowledging the town's involvement, but now at this point in terms of placement, we would elegantly usher the...
Right. And we have to do none of the paperwork.
Correct.
Perfect. Sounds
As
like a
far
great
as
option.
don't quote me on that.
Well, yeah, but that's...
Actually, this is being quoted for all time on
Right.
the internet. But
Right.
so I don't know.
It appears.
All signs point to it would be between Fish and Wildlife and V-Trans, or whichever exact Vermont.gov entity Bill Gray works with.
And I would see more of an advantage for the town to be publicized there, because more people are going to see it there than any other place that we have in our town.
Mm-hmm.
So even though I might regret this later on, working with the state, but I would say we really should, my thought would be to continue that path.
Okay.
Do I hear a second on that motion?
Second that.
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Yes, I think that's great. The two state entities can work together and everything is great.
Okay.
And I'd be more glad to be point personage if you need somebody.
Thank you. I think my plan will be to send an email to David and Bill and introduce the two of them and just let them know what the board has decided, and if they need anything else from the town, I'll keep you all posted. But until then, I'll make that introduction. I'll include Rose and the Historical Society in the mix and keep everybody up to speed.
Jackie.
Frank, when she's finished, you can talk. Thank you.
I'm done. Thank
Okay.
you.
Jackie, who is in charge of all the rail trail systems in the state for V-Trans, Jessica has a contact for information for Jackie, and she would be key in the loop on that probably as well.
Go.
Seems like Bill and David
You could
are the
copy
two
her.
that
Yep.
need to talk.
Yep.
And if Jackie needs to be involved, they will include her. Thank you. Any other old or unfinished business? When you're done.
No, not for me.
Actually,
Sign the warrants.
this might not be old business, Mike, but maybe it should have been under facility. I did look at the windows about the library on how they need to come off and be cleaned behind them. Do you guys recall anybody that did that in the past for us?
I don't think anybody has.
Oh, so that's many years of grime behind there.
As far as I know.
Okay, I'll get a name then and see what we can do on that for you. I haven't forgot that.
We looked, Lauren and I looked a while ago, and it looks like there are hinges that
Yeah, but I don't know if those hinges are really safe or not, or you
Okay.
need a couple people on each side.
Right.
Because they're so big,
Okay,
Or been painted shut.
or been painted shut.
that's true.
That's
Okay.
a good point, too.
Yeah.
I did look at them since our last meeting, when I was over here. So,
Thank you.
Are you aware of anything else under old or unfinished, Kristen?
No, I'm not.
Excellent.
Is anybody else? No? Okay.
New business.
Okay, so, there, many moons ago, the board budgeted for a part-time grant administrator / office assistant, and Julie has worked to help put together a job description for that, which was emailed out to the board, and we are seeking a motion to approve the posting of this job description. Just to give the public an idea, this would be somebody that would assist in organizing various town ordinances, policies, and procedures, and satisfying other town kind of maintenance and administrative-based duties.
I will make that motion.
Okay.
I'll second that.
Is there any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Thank you for working that up, Julie. That will go on the normal postings.
Yeah, so that will be posted in our normal avenues of posting.
New business. Anything else?
Let me just take a quick scan
Yeah.
through my email here. Jessica Van Ort sent everybody the survey of the town-owned parcel next to the wastewater treatment plant in West Pawlett. And she also asked them to send the Mylar for our records. So that was discussed at the last meeting, but just so everybody is aware, if you're interested in seeing it, it is in your inbox. And don't
One more off the list on top. One more town property off the list.
Yeah, I looked at that map. That was pretty thorough.
That's all I have.
Okay. Public comment. Frank?
Just adding to the question of the property and back, if it's a problem, then maybe you can get a lease or easement agreement to maintain that property from the people who own it and give them a hold harmless on liability of some sort. And that would be done through a lawyer to make sure. it
We'll do
worked out.
some research and
Yeah,
and
that might
consider
be an
that.
easy thing to do.
Does anybody else have any public comment? Ray?
Probably don't even need this.
It's for Peggy.
I called Rich the other day, regarding the River Road and 153 up to the schoolhouse.
Uh-huh.
And the worst thing that you can do for a hard top road is to grade the shoulder off. And when you lay a blacktop road or asphalt, you backfill it the next day with gravel. We've done this in Pawlett. The highway department has removed the whole shoulder of the road from down at Nate Smith's old place all the way up the River Road and made a hell of a mess. He's done irreparable damage to the highway. I drove my tractor up that road the other day and I could see all the edge of the road crumbling. It's hard to put it back, but this has got to be stopped. This cannot go on because it's doing damage to the highways. And we don't have the money to throw away to repair our highways. It's bad enough maintaining them, let alone rebuild them. I can understand getting the water off of a dirt road. However, to take the shoulder away from a hardtop road is wrong. If you don't believe me, take a walk up that road and you'll see what I'm talking about. He even put chunks of the edge of the shoulder of the edge of the road is in the ditch down below Fergie's there. So the other thing I have to say is the town came down my road years ago and tore the bank out and the whole thing slid down in the ditch. If that's done on my road, I am not going to be a happy man. I own most of the road frontage on that road, probably more than anybody else. I own probably 3/4 of the road frontage on that highway. And I'm just saying ahead of time, I don't want that done on my road. And this process has got to stop. And it's out of control. And the damage has been done already on those two roads, the River Road and 153.
Thank you for your comment, Ray. Anybody else have anything to offer?
I'll make a motion, we adjourn. I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.